Hello and welcome to the fourth and final week of From Surviving to Thriving. We'll be starting in about 5 minutes. So, hello and welcome to Mount Shasta.
And it's great to be with you all again. So we have a group of people here in the room with us. We're just in the beginning phases of a intimate gathering. So there's 12 people here that are going to be here for the next 8 days. And we're going to be going into areas unexplored within ourselves. So this is a very beautiful way of starting this process here. So we've had a few comments over the last week of people finding it difficult to meditate. And that's really interesting because we've had that not only just online, but that experience has been here as well. And so basically, I don't know how to answer that. I'm just going to let Alcazar talk about it when he comes in.
Sounds good.
See what's happening with that one. And so at the end of the first youthing program, we didn't know what was going to be the last topic until a few days before. And then that topic was fear. And similarly, we didn't know what this week's topic would be until Thursday, when Alcazar just popped in and he said the focus of the topic is redefining love. So this week's program is about redefining love. But in Alcazar's mysterious way, he didn't say more about that. So there's not going to be so much talk from Jules and myself this time, and that Alcazar is going to be guiding much more of it.
Which is nice because we didn't have to prepare. Because it's just about love. And what Alcazar says about love is very beautiful.
He said that love is the cord, the energetic cord that keeps you permanently connected to God, to all that is. And so it's always there, whether we feel it or not, whether we access it or not, it's always there. So I think we're going to just invite you to settle back and relax. We'll have Alcazar come in and he will be talking, but let's just start with a little bit of a meditation to create an energy field. And then let's hear what Alcazar says about redefining love. So we'll put some music on. So if you'd like to listen to the music, just select that. And then simply relaxing, close your eyes, go inside, and we'll have Alcazar come in and guide the first meditation. So just being comfortable, and as always, we'll turn the camera off for the meditation, just to encourage you to close your eyes. Beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar. And this day is a special day. For we wish to share with you a whole new perspective on this energy that you call love. But first, as this one has requested, let us start with a meditation to bring us all together in this timeless moment.
And so, as always, we invite you just to be comfortable, nothing to do. And we are going to ask you just to connect to the energy of the earth. And so, asking inside for Gaia to bring her energy into your body, into your energy field.
we call for the energy and the presence of the earth,
And
of
just
Gaia.
and just feel, for already Gaia is responding to you. And so feel this gentle embrace from your earth, nourishing you, grounding you. And now, each one of you asking inside for an etheric stargate to come and to form around you.
We call for etheric stargates to come to each and every one of you. And so asking, visualizing, imagining, expecting a stargate to form around you. Feel it. Allow it. Nothing to do, just the asking, the expectation. Very good.
And inviting your stargate to activate. And so we call for the activation of all the etheric stargates.
And what will start to happen is your etheric stargate will start to create a gentle, soft energy around you. And as always, just relaxing into that soft energy. And now we're going to start the process of asking your stargates to vibrate faster and faster. And as you know, as you do this, your stargate will shift through the dimensional ranges. And because virtually all of you now are familiar with this process, we are going to ask each one of you to ask your etheric stargate to start vibrating at the 7th dimensional level.
And so just asking inside for a strong 7th dimensional energy field to emanate from your etheric stargate. We call for a strong energy field of the 7th dimension.
And as you relax into this 7th dimensional energy field, slowly, slowly, your vibration will also start to vibrate at the 7th dimensional level. As you know, nothing to do, simply allowing the process to occur. Very good. Asking for an even stronger 7th dimensional energy field.
And so we call for an even stronger energy field of the 7th dimension.
And as you drop into this vibration, you are connecting with thousands of people around the world. Some are listening to this live, some are listening to a recording, but you are all connecting into this timeless moment. And you will all feel the energies that we share as we proceed with this webinar. And so now we ask you to ask inside for your stargate to vibrate at a 12th dimensional level.
And so we call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
Nothing to do. Sensing your stargate vibrating at the 12th dimension. and relaxing as your energy field rises and harmonizes with the 12th dimension. So your energy is one with the Stargate frequencies. No effort is needed. Very good. Very good. And once more asking for an even stronger 12th dimensional energy field.
And so, asking with feeling, we call for an even stronger energy field of the 12th dimension. And perhaps you can feel the guides respond to you. The Stargate consciousness responds to you individually. So just being with these energy frequencies.
And as always now, we ask each one of you to ask inside for the presence of the angelic realm.
And so we call for the presence of the angels.
And feel. Just notice the energy around you gently changing as the angels bring their presence to you. As the angels join us in this quantum field. The angel's presence vibrating your energy field right now. Very good. And as you proceed with these meditations again and again, you will feel these beings coming to you in a deeper way. You open and you feel them much sooner because you know they are there. You know they respond. And so some of the ascended masters, now we are going to name but a few. And we will start, as we often do, with the Blessed Mother. Particularly important for the focus of this webinar. And so we ask each one of you to ask inside for the presence of the Blessed Mother, Mary or Maria.
And so we call for the presence of the Blessed Mother, Maria, the Blessed Mother Mary.
And feel. Gently she comes. And invite her closer. And more. Being gently vibrated by her presence and the presence of the angels. Another master, Saint Germain.
And so, again, each one of you asking inside, we call for the presence of Saint Germain.
And feel. Saint Germain. He too was known for his quality of love. A love that was recognized by the animals who had no fear to come to him. Saint Germain.
And another master now, this time It is the one known as Kuan Yin. And so each one of you inviting her.
We call for the presence of Kuan Yin and feel known for her compassion, her love, her understanding. And as we have said so many times before, there are many ascended masters, some well known, some almost forgotten, but they are all available to assist in humanity's awakening. And so we are going to ask you to invite each and every one of the ascended masters to bring their energy into this beautiful Stargate grid system that we are vibrating within, as all your Stargates connect as one, as each and every one of you connect into this field together.
And so we call for the presence of all the enlightened masters who have walked this earth.
And feel as they gently bring their presence into this space with all of you. Feel this. Invite them closer. Very good. And now some of the star families. And again, we invite the Pleiadians first, because the Pleiadians have a very special connection to humanity. We have talked of this before. The Pleiadians came to this earth eons ago and assisted humanity in the process of starting to become conscious beings.
And so we are going to ask each one of you now to ask for the Pleiadians to bring their presence in a very full way, a very strong way to you. And so just asking inside, we call for the presence of the star family, the Pleiadians.
And feel, here they come.
And as always, they come gently at first. And so invite them to come even closer to you. Very good. And nothing to do, just allowing self to bask in these frequencies from the Pleiadians.
There are some of the star families who have lived here amongst you, actually come into this physical realm with you. And so now we're going to ask you to invite those star families who have brought their presence here to support the evolution of humanity. We are going to invite them to bring their energies here now also.
And so just asking inside, we call for the presence of the star families who have walked this earth to assist humanity.
Asking inside, inviting them here, feeling the response. Adding to this ocean of energy that you are inviting. And as we have said also many times in the past, you have existed always. Before you became human, so many lifetimes ago, you lived elsewhere in this vast universe. And so we have told you, and many of you have started to remember or experience, that you have what we call a star family, a connection to those whom know you from your ancient past. And so we are going to ask each and every one of you now to invite the energy of your star family to come into this space with all those who are gathering.
And so we call for the presence of our family from the stars.
No need to know their name. No need to actually know where you have come from. Just the invitation, just feeling the energy coming to you right now. Being supported by those who know you, who love you. And as many of you know, we are talking to you from Mount Shasta, which is known for its access to the inner earth city of Telos. This beautiful city is below this very home where we are talking from. And so we are going to ask each one of you to invite those from Telos to also bring their energy here into this field that we are creating together.
And so, again, asking with feeling, we call for the presence of our friends from Telos.
And feel. Very good. And so as you relax into this energy field, we would like to say a little about what we mean when we say we intend to redefine love. For this word, love, has lost its energy here. It has been misused. You say, oh, I love football, or I love bananas. This is not love. Yes, you enjoy. It is not love. And so, as was said a few minutes ago, we define love as the connection or the cord, if you like to have a visual image. Love is the cord that connects you to God. God being the vast consciousness, beingness from which you came. You cannot disconnect from it. It is always there. You may choose not to feel it. You may choose to ignore it. You may choose to deny it. But it is always there. It is even there in those who are wallowing in the depths of darkness, disconnected, but it is still there. For all is part of the oneness. So, Love is something that you have all experienced, but we wish to say a little more about it. For even love has been misunderstood. You look at another and say, I love you, and you think, most people think that the love has come from the other. Oh, they have given me love. No. Love is an internal experience. Love is something that you choose to experience. You can be in love every moment, but your conditioning prevents that because you believe the other is needed in order to love. So when you say to someone, I love you, what is more accurate is to say, I feel love when I am with you or when I think about you. Love arises within. You trigger me into allowing myself to connect to that constant stream of love that is available, that you keep the door closed to for most of your day. So, humanity in its darkness, in so many lives of struggle and pain, you have disconnected from that flow of love. You only allow it to come in little bursts of affection. And so we encourage you to first of all allow for the possibility that you can be in love every moment by opening the doorway to this cord of love coming from Spirit, coming from all that is. You have heard perhaps the phrase, God is love. That is the case. But even that is misunderstood. Your religions have told you that, yes, God is love, except when you sin, or except if you don't believe in a particular religion. No. God is love for each and every one of you. So, how do you open the doorway to that cord of love? How do you allow that energy to flow to you every moment? In your disconnection, there have been ways that you have discovered to reconnect for a moment. The other, the relationship, the lover. Yes, sometimes another can trigger that feeling of love within you. That is beautiful. The door opens for a few moments till the mind comes in and distracts you. The look in the eyes of a baby. Your heart opens, love is felt. and even the animals. They are so innocent. They love you. They feel a sense of love for you. That is why so many people have a pet of some kind. It is a way of feeling love. You open your heart to an animal where perhaps you cannot open your heart to another fellow human. Our intention this day is to shower you in love. It is to assist you in opening the doorway to this cord of energy from Spirit. We wish to say a few things about the human experience, though. As we have said, love can be triggered within you by the presence of one who you are attracted to, or to an animal. For the more sensitive, a beautiful sunset, or some part of nature can trigger that opening and experiencing love. We encourage you to find ways of allowing that doorway to open. In order to do that, you have to understand that you are the one who can open and close that doorway. The love is always there waiting for you to experience it. So understand that the other is not necessary in order to feel love. You do not have to be in a relationship to feel love. You can simply love self. You can simply love simply being human. Allow for the possibility and the understanding that you are the one that opens the door to love. So many people look at sexual attraction as love. It is not. But it can lead to the opening of that doorway. It can be a trigger to feeling love. When you feel love, this mechanism of your brain mind responds to that frequency, that vibration of love. And it sends from your brain chemical messages into the body. And then the body feels good. The body feels on a physical level love. It is the body's interpretation of the vibration of love. This brain-mind mechanism is wondrous. Your brain-mind mechanism is constantly transferring an energetic experience into a physical one. We have mentioned this briefly before. Your brain-mind mechanism interprets the energy, then sends chemical messengers into the body, and the body responds. It responds to beautiful, energetic, such as love. It responds to difficult, energetic, such as fear. Why is this? We have said in the past, you are vast beings. You are the super consciousness. We have said that the intention for humanity is to actually raise your vibration so that your super consciousness can be embodied. And so slowly through this brain-mind mechanism, it is possible to raise the frequency of your energy and of your physical body so that your super consciousness can live within the body. That is what you call enlightenment. Enlightenment can also be seen as a state of permanent love. And for those of you who have been fortunate enough to be in the presence of an enlightened one, you can simply feel the radiation of love from them. And so, beloved ones, we have hoped to express a little about pure love. And so we ask you to use this word, love, with awareness. Stop saying, I love football, I love bananas. Start saying, I enjoy, or find another way of describing. And keep this word love for those very special moments when the heart opens and you are filled with this experience. Most of you know this feeling of love, but also know it can go so much deeper. We wish to encourage you to move deeper into the experiencing of love. Right now, we are going to invite you just to put your awareness into your heart center. Just focus on your heart. And you can imagine that with your inner eye, you are actually looking at your heart center, either the physical heart or the center of your chest in the area of the heart, whichever works best for you. Just focusing your awareness there. For the heart has special receptors for this energetic of love. And so now, beloved, focusing on your heart. Spirit is going to send you a gentle wave of love. And that is coming now. You might sense a gentle shift in the energy as we love you, as we send you a very soft, very gentle, energetic of love. We love you. We love you. As you relax into this softness, we wish to say to you, you have been on a journey for many, many lifetimes. A journey that has taken you deep into unconsciousness. And that journey is over now. Now you are moving back into awareness. Now you are beginning to open the door to that chord of love more often. There is no judgment, and you should not judge yourself for those experiences of unconsciousness. They were meant to be. It is part of this process of being human. Hard to understand right now, perhaps, but realize it is so important not to judge yourself. Because if you judge yourself for your unconsciousness, you are stopping the opening of that doorway to pure love. Self-judgment makes it more difficult to feel love. And so, beloved ones, understand the unconsciousness was simply part of the journey, part of the understanding of being physical, surviving in the physical realm. Humanity is moving to a whole new level of experiencing the physical. And for this new level to incorporate into you individually and into your societies, more love needs to be experienced. And that, beloved ones, is what you are bringing in. You are the way showers. You can bring more love into your life. As you bring more love into your life, you make it easier for others to do the same. Beloved ones, we love you. We are with you. You are never alone. Love is always available to you. And so, right now, just tune in and feel your own vibration. Know that we love you. We are part of that chord of love. We are part of Spirit. And we are always available. You have the honor and privilege of being in a physical body. Part of your function, your work here, is to raise the vibration of this physical body to receive more love. Practice love. Practice opening the door. And so, slowly and gently, without rushing, bring your awareness back into the room. Okay.
So it's always good to stretch the body, move a little, really come all the way back.
And as we often say, drink some water.
Cheers.
How to follow that, Jules?
Well, maybe we take our 10 minutes now. And come
Okay.
back.
So, I think that's probably what we'll do. We'll take our 10-minute break now. If you have questions, you can write them during the break, and we'll take a look at the questions. And if they can be around this topic, that would be wonderful. If you have questions, personal questions that don't relate to this topic, then we would ask you to put them on the Stargate Academy Facebook group.
Or you can email them to us at support@thestargateexperience.com. So,
We'll take a 10-minute break now.
okay.
See you in 10 minutes. Okay, welcome back. So we've had lots of questions come in, and we're going to ask Ashley to read a few of them. And if we don't get to your question, then again, just if you can put it on the Academy Facebook page, that would be great. And then everybody can get the benefit of your question and the response. Okay, Ashley, over to you.
Hello. The first question is love sometimes expressed through emotions that don't seem loving, like frustration or anger, when underneath is the desire to give love or receive love? A loving intent is not always received as such between humans.
So, beloveds, let us say something about this. Frustration, anger can come about when you expect from the other that they love you or that they receive your love. So, what exactly is this? So, let us digress a little. When you are experiencing love triggered by another, you can say, I am in love with you. If you are there with the other, I am in love because love is happening within you. I am in the vibration of love. And in that vibration, if you are radiating love to the other, then the expression, I love you, is appropriate. But this too has been taken and the value of it dispersed. When people casually say, oh, I love you, oh, yes, I love you too. Without that frequency, that vibration being present. We suggest that rather than automatically and almost unconsciously saying, I love you, start saying it when the love is there. Take a moment, open the door to that chord of love, feel it in your heart and in your totality. Then say, I love you. So when you love another, you accept them as they are. You accept them when they receive your love, and more difficult, you accept them when they do not receive it or even reject it. So frustration is an expectation of a particular response from someone else. You can love someone. You can be touched by them. You can love towards them, projecting your love towards them without the expectation that they receive it or respond in a certain way. Then there is no frustration. That is one of the challenges that love brings. Being in love and holding that simply for yourself or radiating it to others without expectation. We hope this helps you to understand. Another question?
The next question is, why do I feel love sometimes and not others? I do not feel any sensation of love today.
Well, with this picture of the door, you have the door closed. So the question is why? Why do you not allow this flow? And this applies to everyone. In those moments when you are not feeling love, why? The most common cause of this is because you feel unworthy, or you can't be bothered to open the door. A certain laziness. What is this laziness? It is wallowing, so to speak, at the level of unconsciousness. Being conscious takes effort. Being aware takes effort and intention. Not that it is hard work, but it requires your intention to say, okay, I am going to overcome this sluggishness and open the door to love. So, beloveds, not experiencing love is very detrimental to the physical body. We have talked in the past about the energetic of love as it is transformed into these chemical messengers. These messengers tell the cells of your body everything is fine, everything is beautiful. Refresh yourself, rejuvenate yourself. Love rejuvenates. Love gives you more energy. Most of you are aware of this. You fall in love and everything is wonderful. So much energy to do things. Why? Because on a physical level, the mitochondria are working very well, giving you an energy. Why? Because the messengers coming from the brain are energizing them, saying, come on, get going. So, beloved, if you are not feeling love right now, you can change it. You can say, okay, I open my heart. So maybe just try this right now. Open your heart. You do not need someone to love, or you can love yourself. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let this be a way of reconnecting to the energy of love. Because, beloved ones, loving self is the most important experience of love. So thank you for your question. Something else?
Does pure love heal the people we love? How can we vibrate more love when we see the people we love in pain?
When you see those that you are connected to, those that you love in pain, your mechanism within your own physicality recognizes the pain, and sometimes you feel it within yourself. You can actually identify with what they are feeling. You are asking, how can you change that for the other? That is really the question that is being asked. You can change that within your own self. You can feel their pain in your own energy fields. You can love that pain within self. You can dissolve it because, as you know, It is not your pain. You are empathic. Simply love them as you usually would. You can say words to them which can be soothing, which can carry that vibration of love. But very often, pain is a separation from the energy of love. Or pain is feeling that your love in some way or other has been rejected, or the other is not receiving love and it hurts you. Expectation can create much pain. When the pain is physical, sending your love can assist. But again, you can do it without expectation. Allow the other to receive it or not. It is up to them. It is always up to the one that you are sending the love to, whether or not they receive it. And to send it without any expectation or judgment is important for you and also for the nature of the relationship between you and the other. Sometimes, if you send love with the expectation, then the other rejects it, not because they do not want to be loved, but they do not want the expectation that comes with it, because that is a subtle form of manipulation. And love is so often used unconsciously to manipulate the other. Okay?
Hmm.
Another question?
This one says, can you suggest a quick way to move into love when you lose your center? And can the angels, masters, and star families assist us in opening the door to love, or is this something we need to do on our own?
Beloveds, both are possible. You can, as we have just suggested, do it for yourself, loving self, placing your hand on your heart, saying, I love you, I love you. Saying it and feeling it can move you into that space of opening the door. Wanting to love yourself. When the love is not there, wanting to love yourself can open the door. Asking for the assistance of the guides absolutely can help you. They are beings of love. They have reached that place that you would call enlightenment, or they have never left that place, depending on who the guides are. So absolutely you can ask them, but the willingness to open the door needs to be there. If there is no willingness or a fear of love, then that needs to be looked at also. Okay? So it would be good for us to mention and for everyone to understand that it is love of self, that enables you to look at those limitations that we have talked of over the last few weeks. It is love that can allow you to look at your limitations and to say no more. If you do not love yourself, you push away those limitations. You pretend they are not there. So loving self is a vital part of becoming more aware, more conscious. You have to love yourself enough to look and see what is occurring inside. What are these limitations that I continue to live? Okay. So we are going to ask this one, Julian, to say a few words to relate to this scientific approach that has a certain understanding.
Thank you, Alcazar. So, what I wanted to share with you is, so far in this process we've been through over the last 4 weeks, we've talked about the brain, the mind, and relationships. And in interpersonal neurobiology, we call this the triangle of well-being. So there's a flow of energy and information from the embodied brain, from the mind, from our relationships, and the flow of this energy and information creates our sense of self. So what's interesting is, if you think of this triangle as being on a flat plane, it's actually the energy of love that allows you to connect to the beyond. Like Alcazar has been saying, it's the energy of love that is like our tether or our cord to beyond the veil. It's one of the things he once said to me is, I was working with my inner child and he kept saying, like, you have to love this little girl. You have to love this little girl. And I was like, I could feel how much she needed love. And I was like, okay, why is love so important? You know, it's like she didn't get enough love from the parents. And so, like, what is it? Like, and he said to me, because, beloved one, it is the only thing in this reality that connects you back to beyond the veil. So it's the only thing in this reality that reminds you of who you truly are. And so this isn't really scientific, but in a sense, love is not only the key to dissolving our limitations, but this self-love, this feeling love within ourselves, is also one key to embodying your beingness in a more receptive, felt way. So it's like, it's the doorway to love that's also the doorway to the beyond. It's also the doorway to the super consciousness. And it's the doorway to really feeling that felt sense of the higher self, the beingness. And I believe that that's part of why the energy of love allows our limitations to dissolve, is because it's actually connecting us to who we truly are in a way that we can feel it more. And then the things that aren't truly who we are, that we've just picked up as programs, limitations, those things actually start to just fade away and dissolve very effortlessly when we actually feel the truth that we can feel in that love. So that's my 2 cents on the topic. And so, like Alcazar's promised, we'll be moving into another experience to really feel that embodied sense of love, with a little help from our friends.
Okay, so let's do 2 more questions and then we'll move into the next experience. So over to you, Ashley.
Hello again. There's a lot of people experiencing physical pain and heart health issues and asking what they can do to dissolve these things.
And so, beloved ones, let us say a few words about this. There are many reasons why the heart is associated with love. Without going into a scientific explanation, we will simply say there are receptors there. Neurons which respond to a particular energetic, this energy of love. Your physical heart responds to love because these neurons are located in that physical heart. When you limit or deny love, then that is felt on a physical level by the heart. Initially, just the energy. But if you continue to repress love or distort love or to try and manipulate with love, then slowly, the physical heart is affected. And so, if as a small child you are starved of love, this heart center does not develop and can cause physical problems, even quite early in a lifetime. So, if there is a physical issue, then it means that you have been in some way or other not allowing love to flow, which is very common here. And so, allow your love. If there is pain, trouble with the heart, start by loving self. And in particular, when you start to feel love of self, then direct that love to the physical heart. This is actually very simple. And you need to continue that process regularly, first loving self and then directing that love to your heart. You can actually change the physical heart. You can actually bring it back into balance, what you would call healing, by simply loving it. But if it has taken many years to create the imbalance, the dis-ease, it takes a great deal of intention to change that. If you are feeling an emotional pain in the heart, this can be resolved by asking self, what exactly am I feeling? What is causing this pain? What thought do I have? What emotion do I have that is actually causing the pain? What is it related to? Or who is it related to? And when there is a who, what is it that I am expecting? What are my expectations? Because expectations unfulfilled can create pain. You have to learn to love without expectation. It is a challenge. But if you rise to that challenge, if you can start to love without expectation, you will find so much joy and celebration within your own self and within your life. And so, beloveds, love self. Love self. Love self. Okay? One more question.
So, last one. Someone asked, what is love actually? What would be your definition of love?
Love is the connection to the source. Love is this chord that we talked of, which is literally spirit vibrating you. It is a taste of God within self. It is a taste of your superconsciousness within self, because your superconsciousness is one step closer to that being in oneness with spirit, with all that is. Love is a frequency. It is one way of saying it. It is a vibration. It is something that brings such ecstasy and joy when truly experienced. It can bring your physical body back into perfect health within moments if you can allow, without any resistance. That is why occasionally instant healing is experienced, not just with the Stargate, but with many other healers around the world. A momentary allowing of a complete flow of spirit into you. The intention of humanity over the ages, this experiment experience here on earth, is to take this physical body and to prepare it for your amazing superconsciousness to be embodied. It is a long process over so many lives. It is to become enlightened, to put a well-known phrase on it, but it is much more than that. You have all come here to create an enlightened planet, every being vibrating in that frequency of love. And from that place, a new level of creation will occur. You are well on your way. We encourage each and every one of you to really ponder over what we have said about love and what we will continue to share in a few moments. Do not just listen to the words and say, oh yes, that is interesting. We invite you to experience a whole new level of love. We invite you to see the larger picture of the evolution of humankind. You have lived in fear and separation. Now, the next phase is already in process. Since your 2012, you have been on a new leg of the journey. And this one is going to bring so much joy, so much understanding of why you are here and why you have gone through lifetimes of suffering. But you cannot rush this process. It is for you to start to use the energy of love of self to look at self and say, how am I limiting my experience here? And then bringing the awareness and the intention, which is fueled by love of self. You cannot change if you do not love yourself. Love is the key. When you start to love yourself, then you want to take care of yourself. When you love yourself, you want to see, how am I hurting myself? What am I doing to hurt myself or those I love? As you love yourself, then you want to heal yourself. You want to dissolve the limitations. You want that door open more and more. The more you open it, the easier it becomes to open it. The easier it becomes, the more often you open it. And very soon, you can feel yourself changing. You can feel the body changing. You can feel your attitudes towards life changing. And you will notice that people around you seem to change. Many have said that. Oh, as I'm working on myself, everybody seems to change. That is partially true. They change in response to you, but what is really happening is you are opening up and allowing things to be as they are with no judgment. And when there's no judgment, there's a celebration of what is. And so, beloveds, all comes down to love. Love is the key. Love is the answer. Love is your potential. And so we would like to take you into a meditation now.
So again, we'll turn the camera off for the meditation.
And so again, allow the body to be comfortable. Close the eyes. Feel the etheric stargate still around you. Invite it to be there again if you need to.
And so we call for a strengthening of our connection to the etheric stargates surrounding us. And just feel as the consciousness of the stargate responds to you. And now asking inside once again for a strong 12th dimensional energy field. And so we call for a very strong energy field of the 12th dimension.
And more. And so asking again for the energy of the angels, the masters, the star families to bring their presence more strongly into this space.
And so we call for a stronger energy from the angels, from the star families, and from the ascended masters. And just feel. And inviting the beings from Telos also to bring their energy in a stronger way.
And more. And relaxing into their energy. Beloved ones, the guides respond to your asking. You are now surrounded by what we often call an ocean of love, an ocean of energy. You can ask yourself just to open up to receive it on a deeper level. And now we are going to do something which might seem a little strange, but we ask you to do it with us. We are going to ask each one of you now to ask all the guides to withdraw their energy from you.
And so just asking the guides to gently withdraw their energy.
To remove all their energy from you. Completely. Do not hold on to it. We are going to bring them back in a moment. So, first of all, just letting go. And just feel self. And now we are going to ask each one of you to invite the presence of the angels to return.
And so we call for the presence of the angelic realm.
And feeling the angels bringing their presence back to you. And so the vibration of their presence is vibrating your energy field. And so now, each one of you asking the angels to send their love to you.
And so we invite the love of the angelic realm.
And feel as the angels start to send you their love. And ask for more. And just notice that gentle vibration. Love doesn't have to be an overwhelming sensation. But we hope this is a tangible sensation. This is love coming to you. You are being surrounded by a field of love right now. Now, place your hands on your heart in this angelic field of love. And just say to yourself, I love you. I love you. I love you. And as you say this, notice what happens to the field of love that surrounds you. I love you. Loving yourself. I love you. And most of you will feel that when you say to yourself, I love you, and you mean it, then very often the sensation of the angelic love comes into your field more. By loving yourself, you're more receptive to the love of the angels. I love you. I love you. And then again, just taking your hands away from your heart and asking inside, stay connected to the meditation, but asking inside for the angels to remove their energy from you. Just asking the angels to disconnect from you. And now we are going to ask you to invite one of the Ascended Masters. If you have a particular master that you relate to, you can invite them. If you are not sure, then just simply invite the Blessed Mother Mary Maria. And so each one of you now just asking an Ascended Master to come to you. And so we call for an Ascended Master to come to each and every one of you and feel them and invite them to come closer, bring more of their presence to you. And feel their energy. And in the same way now, place your hands on your heart and just say to yourself, I love you. I love you. I love you. By placing your hands on your heart, you are creating a circuitry within the physical body. I love you. I love you. And perhaps you feel the energy of the Master coming into your field more as you love yourself. See if you can really feel how much you want to love yourself. Are you ready to be free of the limitations that have held you in the past? I love you. And again, just gently moving the hands away and asking the Master to completely remove their energy from you. Completely letting them go. But maybe you are feeling an energy within you now, your own energy. And now we are going to ask you to ask inside for your star family to come to you.
And so we call for the presence of our star family.
And so just inviting them to come and be with you, feeling their energy around you. Invite them closer. Feeling their energy around you, surrounding you, loving you. And then again, placing your hands on your heart. And loving self, I love you. I love you. I love you. And feeling and allowing the energy, the love of your star family coming into you more, into your field. I love you. Very good. And so, beloved ones, love, your experience of love, is experiencing a small taste of spirit. The more you allow that experience to grow, the more your life will change. Inviting that energy to bring light into those dark places within inside. Allowing that love to energize the physical body and your own spirit, your own sense of presence, sense of aliveness, sense of purpose, and understanding that you are part of the creation and you are part of the Creator also. Hard for the mind to truly understand. You are the creation and you are the Creator. Love is the key to understanding and experiencing all that is. We love you and we bless you. We honor you for the movement that you are creating here on your beautiful earth. And as always, we will talk to you again very soon. And so, again, just very gently, without rushing, bringing your awareness back into the room. Gently coming back. Okay.
So just take a few moments to really come all the way back while still staying connected to that energy. And see if you can just love your body a little as you come back. So sending that energy of love into your body and stretching.
So we're coming to the end of this webinar series. And so how to proceed? What's next? So first of all, as we have done with every week, do the meditation, this last one or more of them if you wish, but do this last one every day for a week. If, as many people have said, it was difficult to meditate last week, then make sure that you do 7 of that third week before doing 7 of this particular week. And then, if you haven't done the first youthing course and would like to, we would strongly suggest it, because that brings in a totally different perspective on this same process. It's much more focused on working with the physical body. And then after you've done these 2 programs, just continue with the meditation that you feel drawn to, particularly the one that's based on fear, which is the 4th one in that first series, because that can allow you a deeper and deeper understanding of what's holding you back. And then this experience of loving self, which can help you move forward. So we want to thank you all for really supporting us in this process. As you know, you'll be getting the recordings fairly soon. We have a message from Sandra, who is the one that takes all the translations and puts the music on and edits them and sends them out to you. She's actually traveling from Slovenia, where she lives, to Mount Shasta. She's coming to join us for the summer camp and be part of that. So the translations will be coming a few days later. So don't be worried. Don't be sending her lots of emails. They will be coming, but they'll be delayed a few days. And we have another announcement.
What's that?
What's going to be happening in 2 weeks' time?
Oh, yeah. So somebody asked about what are the quick ways that we can shift into an actual felt sense of love in our bodies. And one of the really profound ways is through actually focusing on the heart. Makes sense, right? And so we actually have been speaking a little bit about heart math and this like smooth wave-like rhythm that the heartbeat goes into. And we actually have a good friend named Shamir who teaches these techniques of how do we drop into this like heart-based amplification of positive emotions like love, like gratitude, like joy. And the topic that we're actually exploring with him is how can we use that connection to love, to the heart, to actually become more receptive to the quantum field, to our super consciousness. So we're really excited to do a little
webinar. We're doing a
Yeah.
one-time webinar with Shamir. He actually lives in Canada, but he's going to come down to Mount Shasta to join us here. And that's going to be happening on the 16th of this month. So not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, at the same time, 10 a.m. here in Shasta, the same time, whatever it is, as you listen to these webinars in your country. So we invite you to join us with that. We'll be sending out an email giving you all the details of it.
And if you're curious to know more and meet Shamir, we're going to go on Facebook Live with him next week. So we'll email you about that.
That's going to be a little earlier. That's going to be actually this Thursday, and it's going to be 8 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have Alcazar talking about what's love got to do with it, like he was today. So
yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us through this process.
And we send you our love and appreciation. And maybe we see you somewhere in this small planet. Much love. Thank you. Now you have to turn it off, Jules.
I guess so.
Bye-bye.
Bye.